You think you are talking to fools. You come to people and say, I will do only one term. Anybody, any politician who said that must be sent to a psychiatric home. Because the person must have some mental problem. When the Constitution allows you to stay up to 8 years, they come and tell us, I'm going to spend one term. Tell us where it has ever happened. Who? On a column, Nkwane Kwenwai. Bo. Nkwane Kwenwai. Bo. Nga watching, go te yaba. Nga watching, go te yaba. If I kavana Nkwa.
And from the political permutations, Northerners are not likely to trust a Peter Obi.
But what if, sorry, I had to cut in short there. Yes. What if Obi agrees to a 4-year deal, a 1 term of 4-year deal, yes, that he's not going to contest in 2031, yes, if he's given the opportunity to complete the turn of the South? Don't you think that would be a game changer?
Even if he swears in a shrine, the Northerners will not believe him. And they will not, I don't see them also supporting him or voting for him. That's just it's an unpleasant truth. But the truth is still the truth.
Isn't Obi a Nigerian? No, he's not Nigerian enough.
Listen, what I'm saying is that, you see, after the Goodluck Jonathan experience with Yaradua, the Northerners are, the Northerners, they are the most politically savvy in the country. Politics is like mathematics. You can actually predict these outcomes. And it's like algebra. So after that experience, Northerners are not going to trust a Southerner who is likely going to do an 8-year term versus a Tinubu who is just doing 4 more year term. And when you look at the stakes, Northerners have more to benefit with going with a Tinubu than going with an Obi. And very simple. I've said it, publicly, and let me reiterate it, that even if a Southerner were to contest, the only person who stands a chance of defeating Bola Ahmed Tinubu is Goodluck Jonathan, because he just has only 1 more term.
Yeah, that's the same thing I said. What if Obi agrees that there will be a 1-term deal and all of that?
No, it's not agreement. That's why I said even if he swears in the shrine, they will not believe him and they will not vote for him.
Wow, this is really unbelievable. Peter Obi actually sent a strong message to his critics. And this time around, you don't know, this is the kind of ruggedity that everyone is actually craving for. This is the kind of political standard that all the supporters of Peter Obi are actually pushing him for. Believe me, if you really want to succeed in Nigerian politics, you really have to be robust in your response to your critics. And this time around, Peter Obi sent some of his critics to the graveyard. Let's read from the wall of Mr. Peter Obi. He says, "My 1-term, 4-year vow is sacrosanct. One of the greatest African presidents, Abraham Lincoln, served only 4 years, yet his legacy endures as a model of principled leadership. Another iconic figure, John F. Kennedy, did not even complete a full term, yet his vision and ideals continue to inspire generations. In Africa, Nelson Mandela, revered globally as a symbol of justice and reconciliation, chose to serve only 1 term as president of South Africa. Despite immense public pressure to stay longer, his decision was a deliberate act of leadership, a statement that power must serve the people, not the self. Indeed, history shows that the longer many African leaders stay in power, the more likely they are to be corrupted by it. Longevity in office is not a mark of success. Rather, it is purposeful, accountable service, however brief, that defines true statesmanship." This is actually coming from Peter Obi, and to be sincere, I'm enjoying reading this. Peter Obi has never been this robust before. Let's continue. It is within this context that I reiterate my vow. I will serve only 1 term of 4 years if elected president, and that vow is sacrosanct. I am fully aware that the decay in our society has made trust one of the scarcest and most skeptically viewed commodities. Many Nigerians understandably no longer take politicians at their word. But even in this climate of cynicism, there are still few whose actions have matched their words, whose integrity is built on verifiable precedent. Recently, I became aware of 2 statements aimed, albeit indirectly, at my vow to serve only a single 4-year term. One person remarked that even if I swore by a shrine, I still wouldn't be believed. Another suggested that anyone talking about doing only 1 term should undergo psychiatric evaluation. I think from here now, you should bear with me that the governor of Anambra State have actually, staked his political standard by saying that anybody coming out, just like the video you just watched, that anyone coming out to, tell you that he or she is going to run for a one-term presidency needs psychiatric evaluation. So Peter Obi is directing this back to the governor and also to Barrister Deji, who also stated that Northerners will not even believe the Igbo presidency. I mean, I don't even know why people are so dumbed with some kind of statement they make in public. Let's continue. I understand the basis of their skepticism. They are judging me by their own standards, where political promises are made to be broken. God, I would just believe me that this is the best of the bestest of response ever being given by Peter Obi to his critics. Let's continue. But they forget, or perhaps choose to ignore, that Peter Obi is not cut from that cloth. I have a verifiable track record that speaks louder than speculation. In my political life, my word is my bond. When I entered politics in Anambra State, I made clear and measurable promises to the people to improve education and healthcare, to open up rural areas to road constructions, and to manage public funds with prudence. I fulfilled each of those promises without deviation. I did not swear by shrine, nor have I been certified mentally unstable as a result of honoring my word. My vow to serve only one term of 4 years is a solemn commitment rooted in my conviction that purposeful and transparent leadership does not require an eternity. If making such a promise qualifies me for psychiatric evaluation, then we may as well question the mental fitness of those who framed our constitution, which clearly stipulates a 4-year renewable tenure. Oh my, this is really interesting to read. I maintain without equivocation, if elected, I will not spend a day longer than a 4 years office. In fact, I believe that service should be impactful, not eternal. We must rebuild trust in our country. I have dedicated my public life to demonstrating that leadership with integrity is not a might. I have done it before, and I do not intend to betray that trust. 48 months is enough for any leader who is focused and prepared to make a meaningful difference. In that time, I intend not merely to make an impression, but to deliver on concrete promises to sanitize our government system, tackle insecurity through effective and accountable use of national resources, prioritize education, healthcare, and poverty alleviation, catalyze small businesses as engine of growth, and combat corruption with unflinching resolve. Above all, I will dedicate myself to transforming Nigeria from a consuming nation into a productive one, where agriculture, technology, and manufacturing replace rent-seeking and waste as our national anchors. These are not utopia dreams, they are realistic, actionable goals that are achievable within 4 years. A new Nigeria is possible. So my dear, this is really, really rebuttful, and to be honest, I am really glad that Peter Obi can actually, be this rugged. I mean, he just addressed this Q statement from this governor of Anambra State and Barrister Deji. He just gave it, let me say, what I can call a brief flog. Honestly, this is something that everyone wants Obi to be like. You should just ginger up. Politics should revolve with the way we do a lot of things, and this one is part of them. There is this there is need for this ingredients of gingerism. I don't know if this English is correct, but it's really important that Obi can be this directful on his words, and it's really a welcome one. But then, like Peter Obi says, politicians are not meant to be trusted, especially African politicians. So this is really impressive. And to my audience, what do you think about this very response from Peter Obi? So that comes to the end of this whole thing. There's no much thing to analyze here. This is really impressive. Finally, leave your comments below. Let's see what you think about Peter Obi's response to his critics. And also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to share this video.
This is Ebe Perspective, a domain for unfiltered news and political analysis. Thank you for watching.